we're very concerned about what this is going to do for legal firearms owners in Oregon. Sportsman's stores and firearms dealers who are concerned about the effects, they're erring on the side of caution. So we have a Sportsman's Warehouse chain in the state here, and they have let everybody know that December 8th is when they're going to stop selling firearms. We're looking at the end of firearm sales in Oregon until this system is put into place. And that also means that Oregonians cannot go out of state to purchase firearms either. We're basically being held hostage by 114 because firearms dealers have to respect the laws of a person's home state. They cannot sell to you if it's going to be illegal in your state. We see the impacts of 114 on the hunting community in that we feel very strongly it's going to impact what we refer to as the R3 efforts. Recruitment, retention, and reactivation is what the R3 stands for. If Oregonians who are interested in hunting can't purchase an appropriate firearm to do that with, that's going to have a severe effect on our ability to bring new hunters into the community and see success rates that would keep folks engaged as hunters. The other aspect is for our bird hunters, our waterfowlers and our upland bird hunters who use shotguns. We have several shotgun models that have barrel lengths that are 21 inches or longer. And because of the new home defense rounds, which are shells that are about half the size of a normal shell, you can fit 10 or more of those into the internal tube in these shotguns, which makes them illegal because there's no stipulation on caliber or size of shell that you have to use. If it can fit 10 or more, it's going to be illegal. So that's going to make a big impact on our shotgunners and whether or not they can utilize the firearms that they have or potentially purchase a firearm that would be appropriate for bird hunting. What it seeks to do is establish a permit to purchase system. That in itself is inherently cumbersome. They also want to add a live fire component to courses. And again, that's not something that is exceptionally commonplace for firearm safety just because of the logistics of getting a range and getting range time and things like that so that you can safely hold a live fire training. And it also presents a little bit of an odd chicken and the egg situation. So they're asking you to show proficiency with your firearm by being able to fire it. However, if you don't have a firearm and you are trying to get a permit to purchase a firearm, you've got this weird, cycle of I don't have a firearm and so therefore I can't show proficiency and I can't get a permit to purchase a firearm. There's a very real disconnect between the proponents and their understanding of firearms, firearm safety, and firearms ownership. We are a little bit encouraged by the fact that it passed by such a very narrow margin. It was not the landslide that I think the proponents were anticipating. Only 6 counties of our 36 counties carried this. And really the 2 counties that make up Portland and the center of Portland are the reason why it passed. In the mornings when I check the news, a lot of my news comes out of Portland. I'm not Portland centric. I don't live near there, but a lot of the news is generated out of Portland. And a lot of that news is about firearms violence. The gun violence term that they like to use, a lot of that is revolving around the violence in our metro areas. I think that the most charitable spin I can put on this is that they really thought they needed to do something to solve that. The unfortunate thing is that this is not going to turn into something that's going to have a very valid effect on criminal aspect of violence, which is really what is going on. Regardless of whether it's utilizing a firearm or not, it's a criminal violent act that's happening. Regulating legal firearm owners is not going to have the effect that they are desiring on that.